Namaste Yogis, and welcome. My name is Lorenzo, and this is a shorter sequence aimed at soothing your hips and in return soothing your mind. So we'll move through a more fluid practice, so less alignment, but really an opportunity to create more freedom in the hips and the lower half of the body and move away from tension along the way. So let's go ahead and begin lying on our backs, please. And more specifically, we'll begin in Soothe Konasana. I'm going to go ahead and create two fists with my hands and slide my fists underneath the outer thighs, just so I have a little bit more support, and then snuggle my shoulders down my back. You may want to do the same. As your eyes close, just take a full breath in through your nose, letting the pelvis relax towards the earth, and then open your mouth and let it go. And then again like that, inhale a little bit deeper now, so filling your body with breath. And then open your mouth and exhale. And then last time, inhale. And out through the mouth, release the breath completely. And then let it go. With the eyes closed, return to your breath in and out through your nose now. And then use your hands to draw the knees back through center. And as you do, bring your feet wide to the edges of your mat and bring your arms out into a soft T or cactus shape. With your feet this wide, tip your knees over to your left. So just a simple twist, wide-legged twist to start. And yet walk your right foot a little over to the right so the right knee comes directly out of the right hip joint. And you'll get a little bit more of a release across the right side body, across the right waist, IT, outer hip. Again, let the knees fall heavy, just relaxing into the shape as we begin. And then very gently on your exhale, bring your knees back through center. You may need to walk the feet back to the edges of your mat and then tip your knees over to your right now. The left foot, walk it over to the left. Again, the left knee directly in line with your left hip, and then let the feet, both feet and knees, just drop really heavy into the ground. Let's take another full breath in. And then gently the exhale guides the knees back through center. Walk the feet a little closer together and then bring your right knee into your chest. And as you pull the right knee in towards your body, you can keep your left knee bent, that's fine. And just go ahead and extend your right leg up to center. And if you want a little bit more, right leg up towards the sky, you can extend your left leg long and forward. And as you walk your hands up your leg, you can stay at behind the back of the right calf or ankle, or if you have a little bit more flexibility, you can either hook your right big toe. Straps are super handy here. And then just draw your right sit bone towards your left inner heel. Feel the right low back lengthen. And then let the shoulders soften. Still with an even breath in and out through the nose. Again, draw the right sit bone towards the left inner heel and gain a little bit more length across the right low back. And again, straps are super handy. We're going to go ahead and move into a semi-twist, so a very small twist, either left hand to the outside of right shin or outer edge of the foot, or to the strap. And then just bring your leg across your body so the right foot is over the left hip. So it's not a big twist, but we're encouraging continuously is the right sit bone to roll down towards the left inner heel, and you'll feel the right low back lengthen. Let's take another full breath in, again not staying here too long. And then draw your right leg back through center. And then hooking onto the right big toe or the strap, we're going to move into the happy baby. So just draw your right knee wide. And then of course you can always bend your left knee, and that'll make the shape a little bit more accessible. And then if you haven't yet, draw the right knee a little closer towards the right armpit. And then bend your left knee and just cross right knee, right foot over the left thighs. And then as you do, let the right thigh move forward. And just encourage that through your attention and through the breath, so just feel the pelvis heavy. And then as you're ready, you'll lift your left foot away from the ground. Interlace your fingers behind the left hamstrings. And then use your right elbow to press your right inner knee away from you. And if you want to add another opportunity to release the hamstrings, extend your left foot skyward, walk your hands towards your left calf ankle, some of us on the more open side will grab hold of the outer edges of the left leg. And then you can see here, even me quite open across the back of the legs. The shoulders want to lift. See if you can press the base of your skull into the earth and lengthen it towards the mat behind you. And then let's go ahead and very slowly release. Bend your left knee, stay with me. And keep the rotation, hook onto your right big toe. And then Soothe V, extend your right leg straight side. If you want a little bit more, slide your left leg long. Even here, pull the right sit bone towards the left inner heel and then reach to the right inner heel, get really long. And take a deeper inhale. And then draw your leg all the way back up to center. Just release the hamstrings one more time. Bend your right elbow and just take your forehead towards your shin. And then lower your two shoulder blades down. Lower your right leg all the way down to meet the left. Take a deep inhale through your nose. The arms open, the palms open. And then just open your mouth and let it go. We'll switch right into the second side. So bend your two knees. Draw your left knee into your chest. And then of course you can stay here at the right knee bend as you extend your left leg up. Maybe walk your hands to your left calf, left ankle. Some of us will hook the left big toe. And then extend your right leg forward if it's available. Even here, pull your left sit bone down towards your right inner heel. Get a little bit more length. Get through the left side body, left low back. Soft the shoulders, even through the breath. Last couple moments here. Okay. And then we'll move into the twist. So reach right hand towards the outside of left shin, left outer edge of foot. And then draw your left leg across so the left foot is just over your right hip. You can even use your left thumb to press your left hip down and forward, and you'll feel right away how the left low back will lengthen, but you'll get a nice release across the left outer hip, left IT band. Take another full breath in. Let's come back to center. And on the exhale, rehook your left big toe, and then bend your right knee as you draw your left knee towards your left armpit. It's like a modified half happy baby. And we'll use this shape really just to transition now into the figure four. So cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Pick your right foot up, interlace your fingers behind the back of your right hamstrings, drawing your leg in towards you. And again, if you want to add the hamstring release, extend your right foot skyward, reach for your calf, ankle, maybe some of us the outer edges of the foot, and then reach up to the inner right heel. At the same time, drive your left inner knee away from you. The 2 feet flex, the shoulders, yes, relaxed and soft. Take another full breath in. Maybe you find that you can bend your elbows and draw the leg a little closer towards you. And then let's release the right foot to the earth. Good. Keep the external rotation. Hook onto your left big toe, either half happy baby or Supta V. Maybe the right leg extends long and forward. Still drawing left outer hip, left sit bone towards the right inner heel. Take another full breath in. And then draw your left leg back to center as you exhale. With a hamstring release, bend your left elbow, draw forehead to shin, shin to forehead. And then release, left leg long to meet your right. 2 arms along your side body, the palms open. Take a breath in through your nose. And then out through your mouth. Good. Bring your knees in towards your chest wide. 2 arms to the insides of your legs. Good. Hook onto your big toes and then the full happy baby. Just a moment here, bringing a little bit of movement in. We actually won't stay here long, but what I'll ask is that you keep your knees wide. And then rather than rocking back and left and right, we're going to begin to start to rock forward and back. So just stay with me. It's going to be a little bit of momentum. Yeah, and maybe just a few rocks will kind of get you moving in the right direction. In fact, we're going to come here. Yeah, and from this rocking motion, we're going to come right into the Malasana. So, yeah, right into it. Go ahead and bring your hands to your heart center. Just lift your chest up into your thumbs. We'll take a deeper inhale. And then we'll fold right away, hands to the earth. Lift your hips up. Heel toe your feet a little bit closer together. Lengthen on the in-breath. Step your left foot over your right. Pinky edges of the feet together. Bend 2 knees and then just fold over your legs. So again, just releasing into the outer hip. Little folds here. The more the knees bend, the more the back body opens. Find length on the inhale, not staying in any one place too long. Go ahead and
opposite foot on top, lengthen on the breath, and then bend your back knee especially. It's almost counterintuitive, and we'll fold. Let the head relax, find length on the inhale. And then uncross, bring your feet a little wider than hip-width apart. Walk your hands forward, shift the weight into your heels, and then bend your knees deeply. Bring your torso in line with your two legs, and then reach your arms forward. Yes, send the hips back, gain a little bit more length, take a deeper inhale. And then we're gonna fold right away as we exhale. Let the head drop, find length on the inhale, right foot will stay. And slip your left foot back, lower your left knee down. Good, right away, straighten your right leg. And as you draw the ball mat of your right foot back and towards your face, drop the knife edge of your right foot towards the outer edge of your mat. Pull your chest forward, lengthen, and we're simply gonna re-bend into the right knee. Good, as the right knee bends, you'll find the external rotation in the leg still. Left hand towards the left side of your mat. Just reach your right fingertips up, a little twist. You can stay here or pick your left knee up, open the IT band right again by reaching your right hand back and rolling to the knife edge of your left foot. And take a deeper inhale. Release two hands to the earth as we exhale. And keep the back knee lifted. You're gonna lift your hips, almost like a shift to the back of the mat. Lean into the left foot, roll into the heel of your right foot like a skandasana, left hand down. Just open your right arm up and towards the sky. And take a deeper inhale. Breathe two hands to the earth as you exhale. Lift your hips once again and walk to the front end of your mat. Inhale to lengthen, just step back into your plank, and then right back downward facing dog. And lift your left leg up on the in-breath, tip your left foot forward as you exhale. Pull the chest forward as you inhale, and then just step forward to the front end of your mat as you exhale, let the head drop. Find length on the inhale, and keep the length, left foot stays. This time tip your right foot back. And lower your right knee down, the Ardha Hanuman, straighten the front leg, flex your left foot back and towards you. And pull the chest forward, add the rotation, draw the knife edge of your left foot towards the mat. Keep the chest reaching forward, re-bend into your left knee. Right hand to the right edge of your mat, we twist, left arm reaches up. This may be plenty, you'll already get a big release in the hips. Good, and especially in the left outer hip. Stay here or curl the right toes under, pick the right knee up, and roll to the knife edge of both feet, reach your left arm back. The more you drop your hips towards the earth, the greater release you'll find. Take a deeper inhale. Release two hands to the earth. And then lift your hips, skandasana to the back of your mat, like the half Malasana. Right hand down, left arm up, just open the chest. Release two hands to the earth. Lift your hips, walk forward to the front end of your mat. Find a little bit more length, this time a little different. You step back into your plank, we're gonna lower. Chaturanga, lift the chest on the inhale. And then take your hips back. A downward facing dog is your exhale. Yeah, lift your right leg on the in-breath. Bring your right knee to your right wrist. Yes, right shin down into the pigeon shape. Okay. Lower your two forearms down. Just take a moment, right, to allow the outer hip to release and pull the chest forward and to relax the shoulders. Notice right away any tension that feels apparent. See if you can send your breath, your attention into those particular areas. Encourage their release. And then go ahead and place your hands flat. Curl your left toes under. We'll actually sweep our right leg up. And then open your hip and knee. Square it off. Just put your right foot down to meet the left. We'll go right into the second side. Left leg lifts. Left knee behind left wrist. Left shin to the earth. Slide your right knee back. And then walk your two forearms down. So really just a few go-to moves to start to release the hips. And really on all sides of the hip joints. So the front, back, outer hips, inner groin, inner thigh. So just starting to address the areas that commonly tend to hold tension or hold stress, right? We'll take another breath in to straighten the arms, curl your back toes under, and then lift your left leg up, and then if it's available, bend the knee and open the hip. Keep driving the right thigh back. Okay. And let's square off, 2 feet to the earth. Let's keep going. Lift your right leg. Tip your right foot a little bit wider to the edge of your mat. Keep the back heel lifted. Walk your two hands over to the left corner of your mat. And so it's like a downward dog lunge-ish shape. See if you can draw the right hip back in space. Feel the breath move into the right outer hip. Inner groin lengthening. And then go ahead, walk your two hands through center. And then keep your back knee lifted for another few moments. Just lower your two forearms down. Yeah, so right into the hips here. We're gonna pull the chest forward. So feel that sense of extension, traction through the spine. Breathing. And then take another full breath in. This should feel nice. Go ahead and lower your left knee down. Yay. Uncurl your back toes with the pelvis drop. For some of us, this will be plenty. You can even roll to the knife edge of your right foot if you want a little bit more. For those of us who want to add the quad release, I love going here. You're going to bring your left forearm down, reach your right hand back, and deliver the outer edge of your back foot into your hand. But you have the option to stay here. Lately, I like to find a little bit more length on the inhale and just roll my right shoulder head down. It's a big release. And so let the right shoulder drop to the inside of the right knee. And if you're going here, seal the right big toe onto the earth. Breathing. Inhale to lengthen. In fact, as you lengthen, open the chest one more time, especially if you have the quad release. And then two hands to the earth. Listen carefully. Heel toe the right foot back to center. Frame the front foot. Lift your back knee once again, and then just straighten out your right leg. It should feel really nice after that work. We're going to go ahead and lift the ball mound of the right foot off of the ground. Pull the right thigh back, hug the two legs in, and extend your chest forward. Let's take an added moment here. If it's available, just fold over your leg. Inhale to lengthen. And stay with me. Draw the right foot down if it was lifted. Walk your hands towards the left, towards a crossover the stance. So you're just going to find a little bit of length on the inhale. And then it's simple. Just lean into your right knee, right hip, sink. And you'll feel the left inner thigh, inner groin release. And then come back to center on the breath. And then bend into your left knee. And then back through center on the breath. Inhale one more time to each side. Bend into your right knee. Keep the chest reaching forward. It's almost like chair. Come back through center and then bend into your second side. And then come back through center on the breath. Inhale. Find length. We're going to walk towards the back of our mat. Exhale. And then if you lift your back heel, it's the same thing, just the second side. Heel toe your left foot a little bit wider. Walk your hands, but towards now the top right corner of your mat. You'll be facing the back of the room. Draw your left outer hip, so just really, really wide across the low back. Inner thigh, inner groin lengthening to the left. And then walk your hands back through center. Keep the back knee lifted. Lower your two forearms down. You can always lower the back knee if you need to, but see if you can keep the thigh lifted as you pull the chest forward. And as you're ready, another couple breaths here. See if you can lift the hips a little bit higher, drag the heart forward. And then we'll go ahead and lower the right knee down. Yay. And so know that you have the option to stay here. You can either roll to the knife edge of your left foot or right forearm down. Reach your left arm back, deliver the back foot. Stay here with the quad release or take it deeper by rolling your left chest down, left shoulder down. So big quad release, send the breath into the back thigh. Keep pulling your heart forward. And then go ahead and find length on the inhale, open the chest. And release two hands to your mat. Nice and slow. Heel toe your left foot back through center. Lift your right knee up and then straighten your left leg for the long parcel. You can keep the left foot grounded or pick the ball mound of your left foot up. Pull your left thigh back as you lengthen and then walk your hands back perhaps to fold.
The up or back around. That's key here. Inhale, lengthens at the ball end of your left foot down. Again, walk your hands back through center and prasarita. And so pull your chest forward. We're gonna kind of play here. And so this may be enough, but we're gonna move towards what's known as Samakonasana, is the middle split. So begin to walk your feet a little further away. And then some of us will let them walk all the way down. Maybe come down to your forearms. It should bring no pain into the inner knees. Good. So again, just looking at all directions of the hips. Pull the chest forward, keep the breath moving. Know that this too will not last forever. Fingers crossed. And another full breath in. And then another full breath out, and then just as gracefully, hopefully as you enter the shape, we're going to begin to lean forward into the forearms, heel toe the feet back through center. And press into your hands. Yeah, and then bring the heels in, toes out. Yes, drop into your Malasana squat once again. Good. Bring your hands to heart center, lift your chest up. And then very, very simple transition. We're just going to sit back and onto the ground. And extend your two legs forward. Just a little twist. Bend your right knee. Cross, right foot to the outside of your left thigh. Interlace your fingers, lift your heart, hook your left elbow over your right thigh, and then bring your right fingertips behind you. Just find a little bit of length on the inhale and open the chest. Just make sure we're moving the body in all directions, right? And then just a counter twist, right arm to the inside of your right leg, send the chest open. And then look forward. Right hand to right knee, left hand to right foot. Slide your right knee so it stacks over your left. Ardha Gomukhasana, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, begin to tip forward and hinge. Maybe some of us will grab hold of the foot, others will clasp the wrist. And then fold. You can even use your hands to actually drag the ball mound of your left foot back. You'll get a little bit more length. And I failed to mention, but if you want to take the full Gomukhasana, go ahead and lift up and lean into your left hip and bend your left knee. Left heel is outside of your right hip. I'm fine with the Ardha Gomu. It feels nice and it's a really sweet release for the calf. Find length on the inhale. And then straighten your arms as you exhale. Just come all the way up. And then we'll simply switch. Extend your right leg forward. Bend your left knee. Step your left foot to the outside of your right thigh. Interlace your fingers over your left knee, and then either hook or cross, elbow to the outside of the thigh. Good. Do lift the chest on the inhale, and then spin your chest open. And the feet are active, your left big toe is grounding, and reaching through the inner right heel, get a little bit more length. And then we'll counter the twist, left hand to the inside of our left foot. Use the right fingertips back to open the chest. And then gaze forward, left knee will slide just over the right. Find length on your in-breath and then hinge forward and fold. You can always grab onto the foot, clasp on, right wrist with your left hand, find length, and then just fold. Just allow the fold to be soft, so nothing too dramatic today. The shoulders relax. And then inhale, lengthen. And exhale, straighten the arms. Come all the way up. Go ahead and extend your left leg long and forward. And then bend your two knees and roll all the way onto your backs. And just take a moment here. You should feel a lot more freedom in the hips. Just take one last release and see if we can get a little bit deeper. Right ankle crosses over the left thigh. Interlace your fingers. Get around your shin. Now if you want to take this a little further, you'll hook your left elbow over the sole of your right foot, right elbow over your right knee. Maybe you extend your left heel long and forward. For those of you who want to play with a shape that will lead you eventually into getting your foot behind the head. You'll actually hook your left elbow underneath the right ankle. Walk your right hand behind you, right arm behind you, and interlace the fingers and hook your peace fingers and just lean your head back into the support, the crook of your elbow here, breathing. Still imagining the right sit bone to roll down and towards the left inner heel, right? The same work that we did earlier. Take a deeper inhale. Release as you exhale. No rush. Right foot comes down to meet the left, and we'll just switch right away. Left ankle over the right thigh. Pick your right foot up. And find what works for you. And know that we're moving through this practice pretty quickly. So if you ever need to pause and just take a moment to really find the shape, to find where you wish to live in it. Right? Your practice, your body every day showing up a little bit different than it did the day before. And then very slowly release. Let's bring the two knees into our chest. One final happy baby. And then a little different today, we're going to actually bring the knees into each other. Go ahead and roll up. Keep the feet where they are. Bring your hands behind you. Reverse the table, press into your hands, your 2 feet. And then as you lift up, just cross, right ankle above the left thigh, lift the pelvis. Just getting a little bit of opening in the chest. And then release right foot down. Left ankle crosses over the right thigh. Lift the pelvis, tailbone long, chest open. Just to keep things even, lots of folding work today. Release 2 feet to the earth. One more press into both hands, both feet. Open the chest. And then lower all the way down. Cross your ankles, cross your shins. And let your palms turn open. Rest your hands onto your thighs, your knees. Just take a moment to simply feel the openness that you created really throughout the whole system of your body, energetically, physically. Almost like you kind of washed away any debris of tension that may be held. And for that, we give so much thanks for the practice, for its many, many gifts. And they seem endless, right? With your palms together at heart center, just take a full breath in through your nose. And open your mouth and let it go. And thank you all so, so much for practicing, and namaste.